Hey everybody, welcome to No Edit. This is my little bit of podcast where I talk about things I want to talk about, mostly music stuff, some pop culture things, we get around. And I play some piano for you. So, let's get into it. The main thing I wanted to talk about today is Tiny Desk concerts. Yes. Here's my opening statement. Tiny Desk concerts are the MTV Unplugged of now. What do you think about that? So let's think about it for a little bit. For those who maybe were not alive during the 90s, there is something called MTV Unplugged. And what it was MTV would have popular bands at the time, typically like rock bands and grunge bands and some pop bands, and they would have them perform in an unplugged environment, so acoustic guitars, that sort of thing. And this concert, really, they blew up. A lot of them were huge, and we're talking pre-internet era for the most part, early days of the internet at least. And so mostly this was just spread by word of mouth and appearing on TV and people loving it. So probably the most famous was Nirvana's, but Alice in Chains had a really big one. Stone Temple Pilots had a really big one. There were quite a few. And I think the reason why they were so cool and so big was because they gave you a unique look at bands and how they could gel and their musicality in a different environment. Take away all the electric guitars, take away how loud it is, and just see, can they really just hang on songwriting and pure showmanship alone? And it was very surprising to a lot of people because I don't think people necessarily thought bands like Nirvana and them could really do that, and they totally could. So that's why you have MTV Unplugged. How about Tiny Desk Concert? I think it's kind of the same thing, but now with more of an emphasis on hip-hop and rap and all of these types of genres that are very overly produced, very much have this electronic bent to them. And so people wonder, can these people as well do a authentic live performance that really captures the essence of just good songwriting, good performance? And the truth is, again, shocking to no one who's a real musician and a real sort of music lover, of course they can, because they're awesome musicians. And that's where I think the real magic is of something like Tiny Desk and MTV Unplugged. What kind of annoys me a little bit is people put it on its own pedestal and make it into something that's really coveted and something that's going to make or break your career. And in many ways, I feel like it's the opposite. You're kind of already cooking. And if you're already cooking, then that could be what puts you over the top and makes people realize whoa, this person's really serious. We should be paying attention. It's kind of wait, T-Pain can sing? Or, wait, this rapper actually understands music? Oh, this band is really good? That sort of thing. So, again, nothing to knock Tiny Desk concerts, but they're just not as big a deal as I think people make them out to be. I think the musical thing I'd like to talk about for a second is 4-5-6 or flat 6, flat 7, 1. So let's talk about this for a second. Let's say we're in C major. Simple chord progression, right? And then we might go to 4-5-6 because this happens all the time. I'm sure you're familiar with that. It happens all the time. Well, why did I say flat 6, flat 7, 1? Well, we'll do the same thing, but we'll go to flat 6, flat 7, 1, and I'll tell you how they're actually the exact same thing. Here we go, flat 6. funny thing. This flat 6 is actually 4, in E flat 5, flat 6, flat 7, 1. Really, why flat 6, flat 7, 1 works is because it is just a 4, 5, 6 in a different key. So we're hearing that as 4, 5, 6. But when we get to 6, we're changing it into major. This connection here lets you change keys a lot easier than you think and do kind of crazy things. So like maybe we're doing in C still. And then we go 4, 5, and then maybe we change A to major. And then you can even turn this into minor. And then we could go down to the 4 of this. And then 6 here. And then turn this into major. And then this. And then 6 here. The possibilities are endless. If you like this sort of randomness, please follow, like, and subscribe. It really, really helps. I want to do these a lot more often because I think it's just fun to explore ideas and have a little bit of a longer form. So go ahead, give me a follow, give me a like, comment something that you're interested about, either music or pop culture wise, and we'll talk about it. All right, peace out.